Why you must replace your addiction and not just quit it. So one of the biggest lies in recovery is you can just quit the addiction and you'll be fine. But you can't, because addiction always leaves a hole behind. And if you don't fill that hole on purpose, something else will fill it for you. So, real recovery isn't about subtraction, it's about replacement. Because addiction, you just took something away. Now you need to replace it with something that fills the void equally as much. Because addiction wasn't random, it was solving a specific emotional need. And the hobby that heals you has to solve the same need, well, in a healthy way. Now, why does replacement matter? Addiction gives you three things. It gives you dopamine, identity, and escape or relief. So if recovery only removes the substance, you're left with boredom, emptiness, and no direction, okay? You gotta fill all three holes, not just one. That's why relapse feels almost inevitable when nothing meaningful takes the addiction's place. You see, you don't beat it either with willpower. You beat it with a better source of meaning. Different addictions need different replacements, however. Stimulant addiction usually needs intense goals, fitness, business, competition, and something that gives you drive and momentum naturally. And it has to be of your choice. Not what your friends told you, but it has to be what you truly desire. Depressants or alcohol, on the other hand, needs calming structure like walking, journaling, therapy, or nature, things that create peace without sedation. Now, opioids need deep connection in purpose-driven community, because, meaningful relationships as well, because opioids are replacing love and safety. Weed or escapism, like psychedelics, needs real-world engagement, learning skills, building something in a social life, anything that makes reality actually feel worth being in, finding their true people that truly accept them for them, not having to fit a mold. And behavioral addictions like porn, gaming, or gambling need challenge and growth in real life, like fitness, creativity, mastery, relationships, because the brain was always craving progress and reward. So yeah, you need to get real life reward. So the real question in recovery isn't how do I quit? It's what meaningful thing will I replace this with? Because nature hates a vacuum, and so does the brain. So to the people who stay sober long term, usually these aren't the ones with the most discipline. They're the ones who found something more meaningful than the addiction ever was. Replace the addiction with purpose, and recovery stops feeling like a loss. It starts feeling like freedom instead.